Just like it says in the title, I actually managed to get an Outcome Memories team member to actually answer some of your amazing questions. Some range from new killers that are going to be introduced, new mechanics, and how finished is Tripwire as of currently right now. And of course, a possible date on when 0.2 come out. If you want me to ask more questions to the Outcome Memories team members, please subscribe. If my channel develops even more, I think I could possibly get even more developers to answer some of our questions. Now, time to answer all of your questions that you guys asked from that one post I posted. You want to introduce yourself first?
Sure. I'm PR, the server manager for Outcome, and also a host. Well, I guess one of the admins for the in-depth, so I manage the testers. I'm also an in-game moderator, so I know my ropes everywhere.
Alright, we're gonna start off on the questions. So you ready for this? Now before we start, I want to really just clarify first. Questions, I've seen a bunch of few repeating sectioned questions. So I decided to split them off into 3 different categories. First are game updates, which is stuff that's coming to 0.2 and later. Second is cosmetic updates, which is what's going to get added to costumes and such. And the third one are reworks, abilities, and fixes.
Ooh, okay. I can answer most of those, yeah. I feel confident.
Alright, question number 1. How do y'all decide the variants for executioners?
Okay, that one I can't answer since I've seen it happen. Basically, for the higher-ups, like all the owners, they're in a group, and basically whenever they need permissions to get a variant that they don't have contact to, they would get someone on the team to go who has connections to go talk to them. For example, I guess I could say Raven, they've contacted her to go get a collab for different things. So I won't say which ones, but for best example, I guess for Sinister Minds, since we already talked about it publicly, we do plan to do stuff with it, but for those, we have to get in contact with the creator, and then we're like, hey, can we do this? And for variants to be decided, it's mostly just, it has to be official EXE media, and if we're interested. So because, the volume was so big, we decided, you know what, let's try to get Sinister Minds, and that's how we got it.
Bro, I can't wait for that to release. That's gonna be awesome. All right, question number 2. Do you guys plan to do only large updates?
Large updates?
Yeah, basically huddling everything together into one big package, kind of like 0.2, because you've halted
after this, no. After version 0.2 drops, we're gonna slow down. Since of our new recent plan, once we finalize Tripwire, do the test sessions we're doing, once we release version 0.2, we're gonna step back. It'll be like Forsaken wide updates, so we're gonna take our time with it. People are not gonna like it, but version 0.2 is meant to be an update that'll satisfy the player base. They have more killers now, more survivors, more cosmetics, and since Fleetway's being pushed back now, that means that it'll be 0.5 updates. So it'll go from version 0.5 to 1.0. So version 2.0 to 2.5, and then to 3.0.
So separate small updates along throughout the year.
Yeah, quality of life updates basically.
All right, question number 3. Will you upgrade the private server panel so I can, for example, make more than 1 to 2 EXEs play in one game?
That will probably be added once Double Trouble is implemented, because I know the panel needs some updates and few changes. Plus, pretty sure once people still don't know this, when Steve Outcome comes to the panels, other stuff will come too, so.
Holy, I can't wait for that, because I really want to do freaking 1 Fleetway against 9 creams or something like that. I've been planning to have that as a video.
That'd be awesome though.
All right, number 4. This is going to be a 3-part question, but they can all be easily answered. Number 1, when will intros of the game come back? Number 2, will intros change every update? Number 3, thank you for answering.
Intros, I'm guessing you mean the home page, how the title opens up and everything.
Yeah.
Alright, so from what I'm seeing from version 0.2, yes, they will come back. We removed it because console players were suffering. They couldn't access anything, so it's been reworked. It's different now. And for updates, I guess it'll be themed around what's mainly updated, since right now it's mainly based off the Halloween things, but once more update comes out, it'll be based around the whole killer section. So I'd say so, yeah. But for most part, it'll stay the same unless there's new big additions, version 0.3 or a new killer.
All right, number 5. What executioner do you want to add that you don't have planned?
Add that we don't have planned.
What about, how about we simplify this? Your personal favorite that you want to get really added in.
Okay, if I was biased, I'd say Proto, but I feel like cool executioner we could have would be Zalgo. Besides like the where he's most popular in FNF, Zalgo just seems like a cool character. His design seems cool, his moveset seems cool, and he'd be awesome to have. Not saying he's confirmed, but you know, he'd be awesome to have.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if suddenly there's like a Zavo admin only executioner just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. Do you plan on making more executioners that can be killed like Fleetway?
I can answer this one. There's going to be a few killers you can't kill. Not every killer is going to be, you know, killable, because then it kind of ruins the whole thing. But I do know characters like Fleetway has a health bar. Another character is End. For health bars, it completely depends on the EXE creator if they want that. But we don't really want many killers with health bars.
So far you can only confirm that only Fleetway and End are the only two that have health bars, and maybe possibly others, but you can't say.
Yeah. So for End, it could change. You know, maybe he doesn't have a health bar anymore, but you know.
Oh, okay. We can kill a few of them. That's really good to know. All right, number 7. Does Tripwire have voice lines? If so, can you give an estimate of how many?
This one, I'm pretty sure I can't answer this one, because I cannot confirm or deny if Tripwire has a voice or not, so.
Ooh, it's a little mysterious there. All right, number 8. When do you think, and I mean think, that the patch of 0.2 will be released? So let me be a bit more specific here, kind of like whenever 0.2 release, give like a random estimate. Do you think the patch for it, whenever, like, you know, it's gonna be buggy, of course, probably on like the first day, so yeah. When do you think is it gonna be all fixed up? Like a week or two later, or when?
I would say once the game drops, we won't go on break immediately. Maybe some of us will, but I feel like 1 or 2 of our coders will stay. We'll fix some bugs if they're like really game breaking, but like if it's a bug you have to go out of your way to find, we'll probably take at most a week or 2 to patch it out, because we are constantly working on this update almost every single day. Because I can say this, I won't say which ones, but some of our developers wake up like at 4 in the morning to just get stuff finished on time, or some of us stay up really late dealing with some behind the scenes stuff.
Holy frick, I didn't know it was that dedicated. Oh my gosh. By the way, that's really good for what you said, because what you just said about taking a break is related to the next question. Number 9. Please ask them if they're going to take their well-deserved break after 0.2, and just wish them well.
We will be taking a break after version 0.2. All of us are. I mean, unless some developers who are determined and like aren't bored and want to do more, they can. But the majority of us, like Sobi, Bonely, and like other coners like Lua, we're all gonna take a step back because everybody's doing their own part. Bonely and Sobi working hard on the maps. Bonely models some cosmetics. Sobi does models, cosmetics. Lua guy recoded almost the entire game. Glag is working on the shop we work. Like, we're all constantly working. For me, I manage the other stuff. So, like, I have to manage some payments. I have to help the testers, manage the moderators, the server, plan everything ahead, make plans for doing the in-game applications and everything. So, once version 0.2 drops and we fix some bugs, we're out. We're just taking a break.
Gosh, you guys really do deserve that break, because holy frick, the community has been something.
I know.
All right. Question number 10. Will you guys take suggestions from fans in the future moving forward, such as variants and emotes, etc.?
Okay, for that, it's a mix. We do check it every now and then. I'm not gonna check it like all the time, but basically, yeah. Every now and then, like, we would be in the GC, we'd be looking through the suggestions and we'd find it. We're not like 100% head on with it right now, but once version 0.2 and everything cools down, we'll definitely take a look, because I know there's some cool ideas people have.
All right. Question 11. Question for the devs. When do you think the ability icons and tripwire movesets will be finished?
Okay. Realistically, beforehand, it was like 45% in my opinion. For now, though, now that tripwire is like the full-on focus, I can give a rough estimate around to maybe next week. The next 1 to 2 weeks. So I could see that being finished.
That's really good. Okay, that's perfect. By the way, fans, anyone who's seeing this, that does not confirm the release date is going to be next week, just because Tripwire is going to be finished. Please, there's always misconceptions when it comes to dates. All right, question 12. Will some IDW characters ever get released in Outcome Memories? Oh shoot, that's my favorite.
Isn't IDW like Tango and Whisper?
Yeah, stuff like them.
I mean, since Surge was added, it could be possible. Maybe like some kit cosmetics or something. But as for more characters, I cannot confirm or deny, since our last 2 slots I'm fully made aware of, and if I were to say anything about those 2 characters, that does not mean it's Tango or Whisper, just because it's 2. I would get mauled. But I wouldn't rule out the possibility, I guess, since, you know, our roster could always unlock and add on to it, so maybe.
Ooh, okay. So they're not really confirmed, but it's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
Question number 14. Will Fleetway have an icon? And will Tails Doll still have the backflip thing when 0.2 comes out? By the way, the backflip thing with Tails Doll,
yeah, when she jumps, she does a backflip.
yeah.
No, that'll be changed. We just find it funny because when she was getting her thing made, we needed a jump placeholder, so, you know, spin. For Fleetway having an icon, possibly? I'm not 100% saying he will. If they mean shop icon, then yes, because 2011X and Colossus have one. But like as a general icon, like how 2011X has one, probably not, because his icon only got made due to NES Sonic.
Alright, question 15. Will the team's game mode from TD make an appearance in 0.2, if at all?
As of now, highly likely not, since we only have 2 game modes in mind, which is Juggernog and Double Trouble. But it could be added in the future, so.
Oh wait, so Double Trouble and Juggernaut is coming to 0.2?
Not 0.2, unless, you know, it's able to, because right now we're focusing on other things, but it's possible. I wouldn't rule it out, but highly likely a quality of life update.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you would say, because like Fleetway, imagine this, Fleetway comes out and then 2 new game modes along with it too, because that would be awesome. Alright, question number 16. How many themes, musics are you making for 0.2 release? So I'm guessing from here is like how much music is gonna be released for 0.2.
So if I'm gonna just include everything, even like the quality of life update, so that means Fleetway as well. So if we're talking about everything, 2 songs already is Silver Solo and Blaze Solos. Since Blaze Solo was updated to sound better, it's still the same but just more updated. Silver's brand new solo, the ambient sound for Angel Island and Hide and Seek Act 2, which is 4. The Colossus chase themes, which count as 3, because, you know, radius, so that's 7. Same with Tripwire and Fleetway, which is 16. So basically, over an estimate, even with like Don't Blink, I'd say around 20 plus tracks.
Oh, holy. It's a bunch.
Because we're also getting shop music too, so.
Oh, okay. Gosh, that's a bunch of music tracks that are coming for 0.2. All right, question number 17. Will Johnny Joymo... oh my gosh. Will Johnny Joymo get added to private servers due to 2011X's remodel being shown?
That really depends on the people who made it, which is Vaz and Lua Guy. Most likely not, though, because Johnny Joymo was made just for pure fun. It was just an idea, just saying, what if, and instead of Johnny Rage mode, there was a good mode, and that's kind of how he got made. It's a possibility, I wouldn't rule it out, but most likely it'll stay as dev.
Man, that's unfortunate for the Johnny Joy mode fans. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, question number 18. Will Metal have his grappling hook ability in 0.2?
No, because I'm pretty sure we're still deciding, as it said in public, there's a chance we may give it to a different survivor that fits them better, because we have a plan for that. But I'd say probably version 0.3 or quality of life update, because remember, version 0.3, every survivor is getting 3 moves except for Amy.
Okay, so the third abilities are going to be pushed back to 0.3.
It's always been planned for version 0.3. We even said it up publicly at once. It was just that Metals got made early.
All right. So Metal's grappling hook ability isn't going to be really confirmed for Metal. It could be replaced to a different survivor is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, question number 19. Will there be a menu to look at survivors' abilities similar to Executioner's?
We have, as Ray stated, we have a plan to make like a little sandbox area so you can test out the character. So probably yes. I wouldn't know when, since the website does plan to have it, since we're working on that. So I don't know if it'll be in game, but I do know it'll be on the website.
All right, question 20. Will Chaos be an Executioner or a survivor?
Chaos from Sonic Adventure?
Yeah, him.
Okay, if he were to be added, I'm not confirming or denying if he's in. If he were to be added, I'm pretty sure he'd be an Executioner. But his design would be altered to, you know, fit EXE. Because, to be fair, this was a similar thing we got asked about Zavok. If we ever were to add Zavok or Chaos, the issue would be them finding a reason to work with the survivors. Because, I mean, Zavok would just let him die. And Chaos, you know, doesn't like Sonic. Every time he sees him, he tries to slime him. So, he'd probably be an Executioner.
I like how you said you would confirm. You can't confirm or deny. So that's
I mean, keep the mystery of the last 2 slots, you know?
Keep the mystery. Oh, there's a possibility then. That's actually really interesting. I never had Chaos Zero into mine. I mean, Fleetway got added, so of course Chaos Zero could be a possibility. Next question. Question 21. Will updates be different or the same format? Like 3 killers and 2 survivors? Or different, like
different
more survivors or less killers?
I'd say different format, because after version 0.2, we don't plan to do like 2 killers and everything. For 0.5 updates, I guess we would plan to do this. For 0.5 0.5 updates, we'd add a survivor or something. But for like when we reach a milestone like 3.0, we'd add a killer that we really want, or someone to get the spotlight. No offense to every other killer, but like because since we have two big killers, which is Colossus and Fleetway, Tripwire was basically outshined. They couldn't really do anything or stand out because we wanted them to be a surprise, but you know, everybody was excited for Fleetway and Colossus more. So I feel like having a standalone killer for an update would be better because they get more spotlight.
Yeah, that would make sense because 0.2 was originally gonna bring the original TD killers towards Outcome Memories, right? So it should be shining towards Tails Doll and Colossus.
Yeah, it would make more sense too.
Yeah. Question number 22. Will there be a Stardust Speedway Furnace version added to the game? If you can't say, you don't need to.
Stardust Speedway. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of up to Romeo. I know he's talked about the idea and loving it. That doesn't confirm it just because he's a higher up, but there's a possibility for that. I want to rule it out. I mean, there's so many more maps that can be added in the future. Some for which I'm excited for, because you know, some confirmed maps being like Majin Forest. So I feel like if there's a version of Furnace from Stardust Speedway, that'd be cool.
Also, Majin Forest is going to be added?
Wow, nobody reads our slideshow. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've just never
No, you're good. Nobody reads it. It's in the confirmed map list. We have it planned for a while.
Gosh, I need to check those. My bad. Alright, question number 23. Do you fear that Fleetway will be too powerful on release?
We had that fear originally because the original Fleetway could just hit you, like insta-kill you if you got a critical with grab or with laser. It would bypass iframes because, you know, he was brand new. But as a person who's played with the new Fleetway with like route voice lines, I'm not that scared he's overpowered. I think you'd be more scared on who's playing the character. Because if it's somebody new who doesn't know how to use Fleetway, they might just misuse burst and all their moves, so you'll be fine. But as someone who can just like, you know, who's new to it, you'll be fine. But if it's like a pro, then you would have to worry if he's powerful or not.
Oh goodness. So if you got a pro player Executioner Fleetway, you better start praying.
Yeah, pray for your team.
Pre-main's just dead in an instant, not even a single second to live.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, I mean, except for that one time where one of the developers lost how did that even happen, dog?
Like a developer losing their cream as Fleetway?
Yes.
Cream.lms, bro. It was her.
Alright, next question. Question 24. Does Tripwire have an indicator and is the wall phasing a bug?
Wall phasing is a bug because in dev you can even clip through the floor by just flying. It's not intentional.
Alright.
Plus you can just get stuck. But as an indicator, yeah, they do have one.
Oh, okay, perfect. So they have a ability to locate survivors. That's really good to know.
I wouldn't say locate, but they do have some indicators from away.
Oh, so it's gonna be an interesting one. Alright, question 25. The price of each killer.
Yeah, okay. I know Fleetway will be over 5,000. I can't say their exact price. Fleetway's over 5,000 and Colossus is around 3,000.
What about Tripwire?
Tripwire has not had a confirmed price yet.
Oh, okay. So Colossus is around 3,000. Fleetway is gonna be 5,000. So Colossus is gonna
over
be cheaper.
5,000. So.
Out of the three, which one do you think is gonna be the? Well, it's obvious Fleetway is gonna be the most expensive. So who's gonna be like the most cheapest?
The most cheapest killer? Most likely Tripwire, but that could change depending on their moveset.
All right. Question 26. Are there going to be smaller updates in the future?
Yes, that's what the 0.5 updates are. Quality of life updates are just little updates to make the game better and feel like exist more. So that's why victory screens are going to be a quality of life update. Everybody's going to get one. So
basically expect like a sudden like, oh, 0.2.5 and then it's going to add like the victory screens, basically like that.
Yep. It'll be like version 2.25 and then like the 0.5 updates, either a big quality of life update or a new person or killer.
Okay, that's good. All right, question 27. Will there be a collab with other games and Outcome Memories that will be planned, or if there will be collabs in general? I think that might be a bit of an issue because you guys aren't really a paid game.
Yeah, the issue is we aren't a paid game, and secondly, the characters we use aren't ours either. So like, if, let's say for example, if we collab with a game, I don't think they want to add cosmetics if they're profiting off their game. So I guess it would say just maybe. It depends who we collab with though.
Basically just collabing with the EXE creators is what's going on right now.
Yeah.
That's good clarification. That's good to know. Question number 28. Hello OM dev team. If you had to say, how finished is Tripwire?
Right now they're in a pretty rough state, but they could be updating it. So I'd say like a rough 50 to 60.
50 to 60% of completion. All right, question number 29. My question is how I can become a game tester.
A game tester. It's just a boring answer, but just wait till applications open. But that might be changed because since we keep having issues with having a big team, for right now, it's mostly just friends and stuff or people we trust. But it may change depending on the future. So I wouldn't rule it out that you could become a tester. So because game apps are still a thing.
Okay, that's awesome. Also, I really want to clarify this. Just because you're going to try to add a developer doesn't mean you'll get a guaranteed spot as a tester. Yeah, so don't try to like manipulate your way into like being a tester. All right, question 30. Is Tripwire confirmed to be in the second part of the 0.2 update?
No, that's been changed. Fleetway is being pushed back to the second part. Tripwire and Colossus are both going to be in the version 0.2 update.
I legit saw that happen just today. I really just looked at the Discord and I just saw that. I mean, it does make sense. The TD update. It's only supposed to be them two. Question 31. When will 0.2 release? What do you predict? When do you really think? And I want to clarify this because it happens so many times. Guys, this does not mean it's going to be a confirmed date, okay? It's just a prediction.
Okay. So Sobi stated not to trust anybody other than higher ups, but mostly Sobi and Bonely about it. For me, in my opinion, I would say by near the end of November or early December. Because to be fair, even if we don't make the deadline because we keep promising things we can't make on time, I would say that it being in December would be better so we have more time to polish things.
All right. So until December. So that original Roblox Day event thing that happened might possibly be, well, I wouldn't say a confirmed, more like an obscure date that could be real or be pushed back a little more.
Yeah, but it doesn't obviously confirm the day I think it would come out. So
yeah, just to repeat, this does not mean it's confirmed for the 30th of this month. It just shows like, oh, it's possible it could be here or like December. But yeah, question number 32. So question for the devs, is Double Trouble happening in version 0.2 or is that a later update sort of thing?
It could possibly be a quality of life update, but there's a chance. But yeah, there's a chance it could be added, but most likely it's quality of life.
Okay. So it's gonna be it's possible 0.2, more likely in 0.2, basically.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know. That's good. Now, that was all the questions of pretty much game updates. Next questions I'm gonna cover is cosmetic questions, like stuff that's happening to like the shop, who's gonna get like a unique outfit and all that. Basically all those questions. All right, number 1, do you plan on making outfit resets for survivors, being able to save around 4 outfits you made for each survivor, as an example?
I've talked about that as an idea. I don't think it'll be in version 0.2, but with the amount of cosmetics we have, it's most likely going to be added sooner or later.
Alright, question number 2. Are there any plans to make more Deltarune inspired outfits for survivors? Like a Susie axe for Amy or a tennis suit for Eggman?
It's actually been talked about and it's actually a poll, but it's very obscure because we reset everything. There are plans actually. Amy dressed up as Susie from Deltarune, Knuckles as Tenna, and Knuckles as Chaos King. No, not Knuckles, Eggman as Chaos King. We've talked about it before, so.
Okay, so it has been passed around in the dev team about this idea. That's really good. Question number 3. Oh my gosh. How do you even pronounce this? Her cosmetic for Metal When. I think you know which one I mean by this. That one weird looking metal doll with a droopy face?
Probably not.
In your opinion, why do you think it won't be a cosmetic?
It's too goofy.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Question number 4. Is there any specific criteria for what characters can get modern style cosmetics?
Modern style, like just modern outfits?
Yeah.
Not really. It just has to be fit for the character since everybody's dressed in classic. So that's why Sonic has Chip's bracelet or like his bandana from Boom. Or as you know, Amy has her dress so, or her modern stuff. So
yeah, basically those modern outfits. Will they actually be added?
Well, like modern characters in general?
Not modern survivors, as in like more modern cosmetics.
I'd say it's possible. I mean, we like a lot of the modern cosmetics. I mean, we have some more planned. I can't say which ones, but yeah, I'd say more are coming.
Now, I'm gonna bump in from asking more questions with my own as a follow-up to this one. Will there be special cosmetics, kind of like, I don't know, a polygonal Sonic from Sonic Adventure? Because I would be laughing my ass off if I'd see like a wide-mouthed polygonal Adventure Sonic running around.
Possible. But I wouldn't rule it out. I can't confirm or deny it because I mean, we have have malware. So I'd say 50-50. It depends who wants to model it or do it, basically. But yeah, and I wouldn't rule it out, but it would be funny.
It would be funny. Question number 5. Tails Doll Cosmetic versus Tripwire LMS. If no LMS, maybe like a little laugh / voice line after he dies. So basically any special voice line or any special LMS if a Tails Doll goes against a
Well,
Tripwire.
like Forsaken, a unique LMS for 2 specific characters.
Yeah, like Forsaken.
We Boney said this in public, but it wasn't seen much. But basically, it was planned, but the way our code works, it'd be hard to do that. Because in order for it to get a custom LMS, if you want to make an LMS versus Tripwire versus like Tails Doll, the new solo has to be the exact time length of the regular Tails solo. So since Tails is like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, the Tails Doll versus Tripwire would have to be 3 minutes and 40 seconds, or else the game breaks. But I wouldn't rule it out though. We've talked about it and how we would come back to the idea in the future.
Alright, so it is possible in the future. Like special cosmetic getting their special thing.
Especially after we recode everything.
I think that'll be very interesting because I would also like to see, what was it? Malware against rewrite. That would be a really interesting LMS.
That would be an interesting LMS, and I think it'd be cool.
Question number 6. Will we be able to wear our other Sonic cosmetics while using Werehog Sonic in the future? Because not being able to right now does suck a little.
What does suck a little?
Apparently with a Sonic Werehog cosmetic, you can't really wear a bunch of things. Kind of like Tails Doll where you can't, because some stuff won't show up, like the Tails Doll shoe.
Oh yeah, because that's its own entire rig, and Werehog's getting a voice actor, so like it's its own unique cosmetic. So
alright, that's interesting. That's an interesting answer, yeah. Question number 7. Will there be a reference of Snick the Porcupine? So if you don't know who that is, that's the joke Sonic on Pizza Tower.
Oh, Snick, that purple hedgehog. Maybe? I don't know. There hasn't been any Pizza Tower cosmetics, so I would say no, but you know, any cosmetic can be added, so possibly.
Alright. Question number 8. Vanilla and Tails Doll can be a survivor and not a skin in the future.
Depends. So I can't see Vanilla and Tails Doll, probably not. Tails Doll because one, he's already a costume for Tails, and Tails Doll is already an executioner technically, so because you know Tripwire. Vanilla, I just have to say no comment, but I don't think it's possible because you know I don't think it would make sense having Cream there.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, the only other possibility I would see is just Cream getting a vanilla cosmetic.
I mean, she technically has a color scheme called Vanilla, so
yeah. Question number 9. Will the limited cosmetics ever come back?
yeah, they'll come back next Halloween.
Ah, okay, so all they have to do is wait a year. And from what I know,
Yeah.
the community is never patient.
The only one I don't think will come back is the trash can lid head Eggman, the cosmetic.
Alright. Question number 10. Will Blaze and Silver have an Outcome Warrior skin?
Don't know, because that's for cosmetic talk. The only thing Silver has is his cloak, like from that popular Silver thing that happened. I do not know about color schemes, but you know, it's possible since we find it funny just making stupid skin colors and making them super expensive.
Yeah, because like you already have the red Sonic as the Outcome Warrior skin, and then you got the green Eggman as I guess that would really count as another Outcome Warrior skin because you cannot kill a green Eggman.
That's true. But yeah, just maybe. It would depend though. People will see in the quality of life update.
Alright, so later updates in 0.2.
Yep.
That's good to know. Question number 11. Is there a set limit on how many skins a killer can have?
Not really. The only rule we have is we don't want to make too many or like overfill it with like useless stuff. So it's technically limitless. It's just we want to not have too many variants because when making a variant, we need new music, new model, new details, new voice lines, everything.
So they won't really have a limit. So it's
Yeah,
not like a 3-person limit. Okay. Question number 12. Will Furnace and possibly Starve get cosplays of their counterparts like Metal is with Furnace?
Maybe for Halloween next year? Well, actually, not even next year, because I don't know when Furnace drops. Well, I do, I just can't say it. So possibly, it would depend heavily though. But knowing as Romeo found it really funny, probably.
Like you just have a Survivor Starved Eggman and a Survivor Furnace Metal cosmetic, and then you have like the opposite for Starve and actual Furnace, where they just look like a normal Metal Sonic and a normal Eggman. Oh
That
gosh,
would be funny, I can't lie. So
that would be so confusing. Question number 13. As an avid Chaos Chaos Sonic fan. Will the cosmetic for Metal have plans for voice lines in the future, similar to how the Werehog will be getting some? And if not, is there a possibility of being able to do so?
Metal getting voice lines? I'm not sure since this Metal can't talk.
I'm thinking this is leaning more towards the cosmetic of Chaos Sonic from Sonic Prime.
Interesting take. I'm not sure. I've seen some stuff. He'll be more interesting than the other cosmetics, I'll say that. I won't say the reason, but he'll be more interesting that every other cosmetic Metal gets.
Okay, he'll be an interesting one.
You'll see. He'll be more different than the other cosmetics Metal has now. Not because of like animations, but you'll just see basically.
So basically he'll have his own special animations for like anything?
He'll have his own special thing. You'll see it once he comes out, which is basically version 0.2.
So he's not going to have like the normal Metal animations. He's going to have unique animations. That's really good to know. All right, that's all the cosmetic questions for like costumes and such. Next one is rework / ability / fixes. Ready for those?
Wait, this is the last category already?
This is the last category already.
Damn, bro. These questions are fast.
Question number 1. Which kind of rework? Oh my god. Wait, actually, before I even ask this question, I need to warn you, the first 4 questions are 2011X.
Of course. I don't blame him. All right, let's see.
All right, question number 1. Which kind of rework will 2011X get? Like the philosophy of him as a killer, or how will their skills work? And what will exactly change?
Basically, from a standalone point, he's being changed pretty heavily. He's not going to be the same little killer you know from like everything. He will get new moves, he will be a better killer, and he'll be more fit for his character, basically. So I can't say too much because I've seen some of the rework, it's pretty good, but you'll see it basically.
So basically, he's gonna get a full overhaul to the point where he looks like a new killer or executioner.
50-50. 50% new killer, 50% old killer. So
gosh, that's actually really interesting to know. He's gonna be oh so close as a new killer, so he wouldn't be the same at 2011X as we all know.
yeah, but when people play him, they'll experience something new. So
Next question. Will 2011X still be a punching bag after 0.2?
0.2, yes, but since his rework is on priority as well, after a quality of life update with him, most likely not. He won't be a punching bag. He'll be able to stand his ground more.
So pretty much until after 0.2 or like maybe a quality of life. All right, that's good. So just slightly after, but it will be added.
Yeah.
Next question. What can we expect from 2011X's rework?
A new experience for a lot of players, for people who didn't like playing him before. He might be enjoyable now, but since we'll have 4 killers basically, you know, it'll be changed for opinions, but he'll be a new experience to try out first.
Complete new experience that won't be like, you know, a very difficult to start with killer.
Yeah, basically.
Last question of 2011X. Will 2011X be buffed before his rework?
Will he be buffed?
I know there's been a bunch of like debuff, like nerfing and then buffing, and it's been pretty weird with 2011X. And I also heard that there's not going to be really any fixes until 0.2. So will he be buffed before then?
Most likely not, because it'd be strange to buff him now since he's been having this issue for a while. So I think he'll just stay the same as is because his rework's being worked on.
So he's gonna stay the same. So that's unfortunate for some of the 2011X fans out there that really want the rework ability.
It'd be strange to just change it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we get like the 2 new killers, so at least we get to have fun with that before we like get the 2011X back on his feet again. Question 2. Finally getting to the actual questions and stopping with the 2011X's. Will Sonic get a 3rd ability? If so, what are you planning to add?
He will be getting a 3rd move, but I cannot specify what it is.
Wait, he won't, but it's not really specified what it is. It's a bit obscure. So he will or he won't? He will or won't?
He will.
Okay, so he will, but it can't be said. Question number 3. Is Knuckles expected to receive any changes in the future, either adding a new ability or reworking an old one?
Not really. Knuckles seems fine as of right now. He seems okay. He's stable. I'd say the only thing that would probably change is once he gets his 3rd move, because that might mess up some of his other moveset. But other than that, I think he'll be fine.
Alright, so not really much changes. It's just the 3rd move might screw it up a bit.
Yeah, but that'll also be fixed to, you know, fit with the new move.
Alright. Question number 4. Approximately, do you know when are the characters' reworks coming out? Creams and Eggmans? If yes, when? It's not specifically towards Cream and Eggman, it's just mostly all the survivors. Will all of them get a rework?
I wouldn't say full-on rework, but I guess version 0.3 is the update of that, since, you know, everybody gets something new.
Alright, so everyone getting something new will happen in 0.3 and not 0.2.
Yep.
Alright, perfect clarifications. We needed that. Question number 5. Will Rouge get an aerial attack when they get added?
For anything Rouge related, we don't have much plans for that. It's outside the main designers and main concept conceptors for them. So not much is planned for Rouge at the moment.
So not much is planned as of right now for Rouge.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Is there any looks at how the Tails rework will look aside from our small previews? Tails is in a bad spot balance-wise, and the rework looks promising, though I'm hoping that something like Glide becomes a passive. So basically, will Tails all get a rework, because right now he's a bit weird when it comes to balancing.
But just Tails getting a rework.
Yeah, because there's like some spots
He
where...
is being reworked at the moment, but I wouldn't think it'd become a passive. It's staying as a move because, remember, it's not just the cannon or the glide being better. He's gonna be able to pick up survivors, so.
That's being... Oh yeah, that's being added.
Yeah, so just keeping it as just basically a general move would be better.
So let's see. What about the spots? Because I know YCR has been like reworked so many times, and then suddenly there's like these two... I know there's like 3 spots where 2011X can't reach unless he uses charge to get Tails.
That is gonna be arranged for his rework. It's gonna make it easier for them to actually, you know, be able to keep up with all the new survivors. Because yeah, bro got kind of fucked up heavily.
So are you saying like those YCR maps with like the high pillars where you can just stay on aren't really gonna be changed much because he's a bit of an easy survivor to kill? Or
yeah, it's because he's a bit of an easier survivor. Plus our new moveset for Tails is gonna make him better, you know, make him more survivable. Because you know, when it's last man standing for Tails, unless it's a pro, you're kind of dead.
So the pillar things are just temporary, or they're gonna be staying there until like
I think
the
staying there.
All right, so they're gonna stay there. So all right. That's good to know. Cause gosh, some players just kind of don't like those pillars. I need to get some full clarification about those pillars. So the pillars are staying, unfortunately, for the 2011X players. Let's see. Question number 7. I just have a question. Will they remodel Supersonic after 0.2? They're not saying it's bad, nothing like that. It's just sometimes some get reworks even they look good.
I think I know what he means, because Sonic got a new model.
Yeah.
I'd say most likely yes, since his spikes wouldn't match the current Sonic we have now. So most likely yes, but it wouldn't be high priority since it's a private server character.
All right. Wait, he's gonna be a private server character?
Nobody reads the... Yeah.
My bad.
No, it's fine. I don't blame you, but yeah.
0.2 or quality life when he comes.
Quality of life. I wouldn't count on V2.
Okay, so there's gonna be some Juggernaut videos coming out about private servers. That's awesome. Question number 8. When Eggman nerf will come? Oh my gosh. I have been annoying with Eggman alongside with people getting annoyed by Eggman players. Because there are certain spots where only Eggman can access, and they juke them out so many times. So basically the question is, will Eggman get nerfed as of his current form? Because I know he's getting a full
I feel
rework.
like he's been nerfed enough already, but once he gets reworked to be better and fit everything, I feel like just removing an ability Eggman's had since the beginning of the game would be a weird move. It's possible, but I wouldn't say that would happen.
Alright, so it's possible he would get
I'd
nerfed.
say he'd be reworked to be better.
So basically, he's going to stay the same until he gets reworked. I'm so sorry, 2011X fans, but you're going to have to figure out how to deal with green Eggmans until then. Alright, question 9. Would the slippery movement on Survivors, Tails, Metal, and Sonic get fixed? Or are they intended?
Like them being slippery?
Yeah, because whenever they get hit, if you try to do a sharp turn, they like slip around, so it takes a while for a sharp turn and get a second.
Pretty sure
hit
it's
in.
intended because of the way the code works. I don't know if it'll be changed because right now it seems just fine. It doesn't seem like a big issue, but it could be changed.
All right. I only see Metals having these kinds of problems because like usually they're a bit slower, so they're easily
metals
hit.
get easily hit more and they take more damage.
Yeah, I guess that's why they're having the complaints on the slippery movement. But yeah, so they're gonna stay. They're intended. Now, oh gosh, this is the last question.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's gonna be that big of a question. Let's see. Number 10. Have any characters gone through significant changes through the design process?
Design and character wise?
Yes.
I'd say the biggest, not biggest, but the only character that's changed her design would probably be Rouge. Because when Rouge first came out, nobody liked her design. She's not getting a big overhaul, but since Race talked about it, that she's gonna change Rouge's design. So design wise, I'd say it'd be Rouge.
All right. What about like moveset wise?
Moveset wise, trying to think. Knuckles went through the most because Knuckles originally just had a punch and that was it. But then we added the idea of charges and then that got added. And then his idea for glide, which was buggy at first, because like every time you cleaned on the wall, you wouldn't slide down. And then that got added. And then for counter, it's just a counter he needed when he's Knuckles. So out of all the characters, I'd say Knuckles went through the most moveset changes. changes.
Ooh, that's actually really interesting. I expected like maybe Sonic because he's never really the one added in EXE games.
Sonic's moveset was like, I think it was coded within a week or two.
Oh damn, so he's like one of the first.
Yeah, because Hyper, our Sonic moveset maker, he made it pretty quick. He was really good with it.
Dang. Alright, that's pretty much all the questions, but I do have a special 3 extra questions for you because these are just outside game kind of like asking questions, more like questions for you. First question, honestly, how could we retribute our gratitude for you guys without it counting as an income from the game because Sega?
Just playing the game and showing support. That's the best thing anybody can do. Just showing plain support, being like, oh, hey, here you go, you know, playing the game. Just saying nice things about it, sharing your thoughts, making art for the game, showing suggestions, everything, accessory suggestions. Anything's possible. We don't mind anything. Just you guys playing the game and supporting us is enough.
Oh, that's very nice. So basically just, it's alright. You can just play it whenever you want to. You don't have to do much. Like, you could just recommend it to a friend. That's really nice. Alright, question 2. What do you think is the most fun part of developing the game? Or being a part of the OM team?
Being able to hang out with people like Bonley, Sobi, Ray, Romeo, everybody I met. All the testers are nice, all the devs are nice. Most of the people I met have just been nothing but kind to me. So I guess just being around them is enough. Even when we're stressed out, just talking to them makes me feel a lot better. So
it's actually so nice. That's so nice. Question 3, last one, save it for last. What is every dev's favorite survivor? Or if you want specifically, what's your favorite survivor?
I know Bonley's favorite survivor is 100% Knuckles. When Field of Fury was in it, Bonley loved using Knuckles, and he still does. My favorite survivor probably has to be, man, it changes almost every day. I don't know. Sonic's fun because you could save people, but I guess someone I find really fun to play with, even when I don't pick him a lot, would be Knuckles.
Damn, I didn't expect him to be a Knuckles fan. Like, I didn't expect him to love Knuckles as a survivor. I always have difficulty playing as him.
I mean, you just gotta learn how to use them, but yeah.
That's all the questions I managed to get. So all the commenters that I couldn't get your question in, I'm sorry, I tried my best. Some of them were a bit too long and some of them had like the same questions, so I had to narrow them down. I'm so sorry I couldn't get all of you, but yeah, this is all the questions. Thank you so much for answering these, because like I originally had someone else to do this and I didn't know what to do after they pulled out, and then you just came in as a saving grace in one of my comment sections.
Yeah, I saw your post and I was like, you know what, I got nothing to do. Sure, why not?
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
You're welcome, man.
Alright, that's gonna be the end of the questionnaires. Thank you so much for coming in, joining me, helping me with these questions.
It was fun.
It was really fun. Thank you so much. Alright.
You're welcome.
And there we have it. We have every single question that you guys asked answered. This video is going to be considered as my 1000 subscriber special because you guys have been going crazy on my channel. It took 2 weeks to hit 1000 subscribers, and that's crazy. Like I said in the beginning, keep on subscribing because as my channel grows, I might get more opportunities to talk to more devs and ask more of your questions. That'll be all. Thank you for watching the entire 40-minute video. Goodness, you guys have so much patience. Until next time.